Aaron Slater, Illustrator, by Andrea Beaty, illustrated by David Roberts. That's graph paper.
Yes, you can draw on this.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can draw it on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Aaron Slater, Illustrator. At the end of the garden in the soft fading light, when the day turns to dusk and the dusk turns into night, the sweet scent of jasmine floats into the air to mix with the music of laughter, and there Aaron D. Slater soaks it all in, with his flowery blanket tucked under his chin. Do you see him? Words drift like music, melodious, mild, a sweet summer song for a sweet summer child, who drifts off to sleep as the cottonwoods sway at the end of the garden at the end of the day. Now look at that. Someone's playing the ukulele.
Mm-hmm.
It's summer, then summer, and summer once more, and soon Aaron D. is a youngster of 4, 1 year older than you.
Look.
Yeah, older and older and older. And Aaron himself has a spot of his own, of seedlings and saplings beside the slate walk. I hear you, which he illustrates daily with a bucket of chalk. Do you see Aaron's bucket of chalk?
Yeah.
But what he loves most, what makes Aaron's heart sing, is to listen to books in the old garden swing. To write stories he thinks is the greatest of things. But first he must read. It's the best place to start, and young Aaron wants to with all his heart. But the words are just squiggles, and try though he might.
You said those letters are falling down.
Oh yeah, even with help, Aaron can't get it right. Why can't I do it? Why is it so hard? He goes back to drawing on slate in his yard.
B is for beach.
What if they're upside down? Nope, they're just jumbled.
I wonder what if you do sideways.
Huh. But the books are just scribbles. And try as he might, even with help, Aaron can't.
Do it.
Yeah. Can't spell right.
And our hot chocolate.
Okay. Oh, look at that. What's the person holding there?
It's a apple.
Yeah, and your favorite, a green apple.
Yes, it's the color of peekaboo.
Oh yeah, it is a color of peekaboo, your dinosaur. It's school
and even a wall.
Mm-hmm. It's school
and
time.
And even the back curtains.
Oh wow, you are finding connections.
And even the yike.
Okay, can I read now? Yes? It's school time at last, in his sunflower socks and poppy red jacket with the matching lunchbox. He marches to class with a teacher's bouquet, ready to read by the end of the day. Where is Aaron at now? Do you see Aaron with the bouquet of flowers? And a matching lunchbox? Can you point to Aaron? Boop. Bop. Beep. But he doesn't that day, or that month, or that year, and though he might progress, it's painfully clear he'll never quite get it like all his friends. Since he'll never stand out, he decides to blend in. How do you think Aaron's feeling right here?
Mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get. You also feel like sad and happy and silly and like and even sad and mad.
Yeah, all those feelings. So many feelings. And so here he is at the start of grade 2 in his simple white t-shirt and matching white shoes. He tries to keep up, to blend in, to hide the tangle of feelings he carries inside.
This smells good.
Uh-oh, you got chocolate on the page. Benji,
What is that?
you got chocolate over your hands and your face. You got hot chocolate on the page, silly. Oh, you.
So we're hot chocolate.
Okay, let's slow down for a second. Let me finish this page. Okay, can you be patient? At first it goes well since his teacher is new and a bit overwhelmed by the huggabaloo. But things settle down and Miss Greer finds her stride. Class, she says, here's an assignment for you. Write me a story. Write something true. How do you think Aaron's feeling now? What's his face look like?
Who is that?
Oh, is that who I think? Is that Add a Twist?
Mm-hmm.
And who's this right here? Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think Aaron's feeling?
To put all the letters fell out.
Oh yeah, all the letters fell out.
How did they do that?
Yeah, that's how Aaron's feeling. Can't read. And so Aaron does what young Aaron must do. He works on his story like the rest of grade 2. He writes through the evening. When we're talking about evening, he writes through the night. He writes and he writes till the dawn's early light. Then he drags off to school with his shoes filled with lead, heavy steps, and his stomach in knots, and a pain in his, what's this? In his head. And he waits for his turn with his heart filled with dread. Look at that. Aaron just sitting there. Lots of paint and paintbrushes, huh? What do you think's gonna happen?
That looks like the twist.
It does.
And that looks like we're her friends.
Miss Greer calls his name, and Aaron D. stands and unfolds a sheet in his trembling hands, shaking. And he reads. Well, he tries. But it's so hard to start with 33 eyes peering into his heart. So he stares at the shoes and his sunflower socks, and he closes his eyes, and the young Aaron talks. Once there was a flower. No, wait, I know. Once there was a magical flower, which gave all who held it extraordinary power. What's Aaron doing in his mind? Is he painting?
No, it's drawing.
And so begins the most perfect of tales of an imperfect hero whose courage fails. When the day turns to dusk and the dusk into night, and the moon rises high and the dragons take flight. And who learns after all in the wee morning hours? Strength comes from the heart and not magical flowers. That beauty and kindness and loving and art lend courage to all with a welcoming heart. Look at the drawing. It's getting bigger and bigger and more detailed. Look at this. Whoa. It's a dragon and all his friends. And who's this? In the front, but under the moon. Is that Aaron? Flying?
It's like added.
Yeah.
Or it's add the real thing.
Let's find out. And when the quest ends and the sweet flower dies, the students all gasp, and Miss Leela Greer cries. The silence that follows rattles his heart. He tries to say something, but where could he start? He turns in the paper and no words at all, then blinks back a tear and escapes to the hall, where Miss Leela finds him by the stale-colored wall. What's happening to the flower? Aww. Is it kind of drooping, falling over?
Yes.
Do you think that's how Aaron feels? Time stops for them both, the teacher and the boy. His heart fills with anguish. And hers? Hers fills with joy at the soul of this artist. Courageous and true, she smiles and whispers, Aaron, thank you. When she leaves, Aaron stands there a very long while slowly, so slowly, he begins to smile. Look at you smiling.
What do you feel when you was at school?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I feel nervous. Sometimes I feel sad or mad or happy or glad. And he feels
silly.
like, look at this, and silly. He feels like he does with those books in the swing. As a new hope inside starts to make his heart sing. He knows he can do the greatest of things in a way that's his own, in a way that's just his. He can stand out and show the whole world who he is.
Let's add a twist.
Like the mightiest flames that banish the dark, hope grows in the soul of the tiniest spark. His art makes the difference. His art leads the way and helps him discover what he wants to say.
Twist book.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Where's
This is about Aaron Slater, and he's a what? Aaron Slater, illustrator. And look at that. Aaron drew all of that. There's a unicorn and a dragon and flowers.
And even him.
Yeah, Aaron. And his reading gets better. Of course, it's still tough, but each day that they work is a little less rough. Like all imperfect heroes at the start of a quest, he must do what he can and hope for the best.
You think that's add a twist?
Yeah, it looks like Aaron's reading with added twist. And other helpers, other friends, teachers. Now in the hallway a new garden grows with jasmine and poppies, a rambling rose, books, art and music, a dragon too.
You said add a twist is peeking out.
Yeah. The art tells a story, melodious, mild, furious, fragrant, wild, wonderful, wild. It's all from the heart, and all of it's true for Aaron, Miss Greer, and the kids of grade 2. It's a place full of beauty for one, for all. The illustrator's garden at the end of the hall. He painted the plain wall. And there's at a twist, scientist peeking her head out. The end.
There it is.
And there's a graph paper. And look at all these books. Oh
There's 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, 4 books, 5 books, 6 books, 7 books, 8 books, 9 books, 10 books, 11 books, 12 books.
Oh my word. That's a lot of books. And that was called Aaron Slater. What?
Illustrator.
Illustrator. Thank you so much for reading with me, Benji.